Hi, I'm Laura, founder and director of Snotty Noses Australia and creator of Snotty Boss. Just a quick message to say thank you so much for being a stockist of our product. We are absolutely thrilled to help your customers clear their baby's nose safely and easily so their little one can breathe, feed, sleep and feel better. Remember, Snotty Boss is safe from day one, from birth, and it can be used for years and years until little ones finally learn how to blow their own nose. This video is going to show you what's inside the box, how it works, and how it compares to other nasal aspirators on the market. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this is Snotty Boss, but before I show you a demonstration, I'm going to talk about other products in the nasal aspirator category that you may stock in your store. First, we have the traditional manual squeezy bulb, and that's simply you squeeze it, insert it into the nose, and then when you release, it has 1 second of suction, and the suction is quite weak. The other option is a manual tube that links to the parent's mouth and then pops into Bub's nose, and the parent actually has to suction themselves to create a vacuum. So it's a little bit hard to manage. I'm gonna put it in here and I can suction for probably 3 seconds on that one. There is a filter in there, but if your breath can get through that tube, then so can the micro particles of germ and bacteria. So I was always worried that I, as a parent, would end up sick by using something like this. So Snotty Boss is the alternative in that it is a motorized battery-powered nasal aspirator. You simply turn it on and the suction is constant, and so you can recline your baby, pop it into their nose, give it a little twist, and everything is removed in a couple of seconds. That's what sets it apart from the other options on the market. And I'm going to actually do a suction comparison later in this video. Before we have a look what's in the box, I want to give you the #1 tip that you should be telling your customers when they use Snotty Boss, and that is to keep Bub upright, tilted no more than a 45-degree angle when suctioning the Snotty Boss. We do not want people to lie their baby down on a change table and invert Snotty Boss, because that can cause all sorts of leaks from the top pipe down to the bottom pipe, and the bottom pipe suctions and connects straight to the motor. So elevate Bub, and you might need to control that little arm that wants to wave and control that little head that wants to wave. Hold them against your body, nice and snug, and 1, 2, 3, suctioning like this, keeping Snotty Boss upright. Okay, let's have a quick look at what is inside the box. Everything slides out here, and in the tray, we've got the motor part. We've got the lower piece of the collection cup. This slides out here like this, and we've got the top piece of the collection cup, and those two pieces simply fit together and a 1 centimeter twist, and you can feel it lock into place. Underneath, we've got the extra nozzles. So 1 nozzle comes already attached, and then the other 3 nozzles are in this sealed hygienic bag. So sometimes it is tucked up on the underside here. It can fall out. So if people are saying that they can't find their nozzles, just get them to check, because sometimes they fall back into the box. We've also got a saline spray, and that comes empty, and people can fill it with a homemade saline solution or purchase saline from your store. It comes with a battery cover remover, the full instructions, and these are really important. This is the type of product that needs to be taken care of, so reading the instructions is really important. It comes with a carry bag, a waterproof drawstring carry bag, so people won't lose all of their bits and pieces and their nozzles. We recommend that people take out the batteries once Bub has recovered and just leave the batteries in the bag so it's ready to go for the next time. It's got a thank you card from us, and it's got a warning card. So parents are busy, but if they read nothing else, I hope that they read the quick tips on this warning card so they know how to use Snotty Boss, they know how to clean it, and they know how to care for it so it will last for years and years. It also comes with a hygienic lid that sits on top, so Snotty Boss can travel in a nappy bag all over town. Okay, so now it's time to do a suction comparison. I spoke about the little manual squeezy bowl before. This is a plate of tomato sauce, which is about the consistency of snot. So it's the best way for me to show you what this bowl can do. So I'm going to press it in, put it on there, and release. And then I have to squeeze it again, put it in, and release. And then I have to squeeze it again, put it in, and release. And it's doing a pretty slow job of it. Some is going in here. I squeeze here and release, but it's 1 second of suction that you have to keep putting in back and forth, back and forth. This little top is almost impossible to get off to clean inside as well. So not the best solution. Let's have a look at this one now, here, and breathe it out. And again, breathe it out. I'm getting lightheaded. So yes, it's suctioning, but I'm seriously feeling lightheaded from this, and now I have to rinse it. Okay, let's have a look at Snotty Boss. There are 2 AA batteries in the back. I press the button. That's how quiet the motor is. And the suction is constant. I have chosen the widest nozzle with the biggest head for maximum surface area and suction. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep this just inverted here like this. So you can see that everything is suctioned off this plate and collected here in the collection cup. Our customer simply twists that part off. The motor here is completely clear and clean, and they just take this part to the tap, twist this apart, take off the nozzle, rinse all these pieces in warm water, dry them off, and then put it back together again to use over and over again. Just so simple. Okay, we're going to do some troubleshooting now. And the first thing is testing the suction. If we know that we've got new high quality alkaline batteries in the back, the best way to test the motor suction is to remove the top part of the collection cup only. So you're left with this circle opening here. Turn the power on, and we're gonna put the palm of our hand over the top. Here we go. Now, that is suction so firm, I can let go. And you can actually see that it causes an indent on my hand. I'm gonna turn that off. That's telling me that this motor suction is the strongest that it's allowed to be by the TGA, which is between 55 and 65 kPa. And it just means that when you pop that top bit on, obviously you're reducing the surface area here. So the sensation can feel like the suction is less, except the power is exactly the same. And that is why it will remove the snot from a little one's nose in just a couple of seconds. If a customer puts batteries in the back and presses the button and there's no motor sound, it usually means that when they've used it, they've tilted it upside down, snot has leached through the pipes, through this little hole, down into this hole, and has suctioned into the motor. They need to flush that motor, because if they haven't, that snot will dry and the motor will stick. If the motor is stuck, they need to do a tap, 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 which sounds really strange, but in 90% of cases, it jolts the motor to turn again. This is what I mean. On a bench top, flat on the base, 6 really hard taps. And if it's still not working, tap it around the side. Press the power button and try again. The motor's working. We are simply trying to jolt the motor to turn. But now we've got to do the next step, which is the flushing of the motor. So if the motor has been a little bit stuck, or a customer thinks that something has leaked from these top pipes down into this motor, they need to do an advanced internal inverted flush of this white motor piece. It's really easy. I'm just going to grab the nozzle off the top here, and I'm using the standard size nozzle. I'm going to put it on the little center hole, just like that. Now I'm going to turn the power on, and I'm going to invert it, and I've got a bowl of clean, fresh water here with a few drops of eucalyptus essential oil to keep it smelling nice and fresh. And I'm going to lower just the nozzle into the water. I'm not getting any part of this wet at all. And that water is suctioning up through the nozzle, into the motor, and then that water is flushing back out of this tiny little air hole here. So it's circulating and dropping back into the water. I'm going to keep doing it for a few more seconds. Now the motor sounds pretty terrible when the nozzle is attached to the water. It sounds really, really gurgly. And it's flushing out anything that was stuck inside here. So this water might get a little bit dirty. If it does, tip it out and get some fresh water, and then you can continue to flush. You can do that for quite a few minutes. Now, when you think that motor is all clear, I would remove that. And then you are just gonna continue for the motor to keep running, and you are just gonna shake, 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 shake. I can feel some droplets still coming out on my hand. And I'm just gonna keep shaking because I do not want any water inside here in a metal unit that will just create rust. So I have got to make sure that all the water is removed, and after a couple of minutes I know that that will be the case, and I have cleaned my Snotty Boss really, really well, and I can pop it in the bag ready for next time. Last little tip is the QR code that's both on the box and on the base of the unit. A customer can scan that with their phone at any time, and it will take them to our FAQ and video links where they can watch lots of videos like this one to show them how to use their machine successfully. It's also worth noting on the box we have our charity partner there, the Humpty Dumpty Foundation, and we donate $1 for every Snotty Boss sold in Australia to the Humpty Dumpty Foundation. They do amazing work in Australian hospitals, and our donations are helping buy essential medical equipment for sick kids. So we're really, really proud of that charity collaboration, and it's a great thing to let customers know when they're buying an Australian brand, this is what is helping. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have found it useful. I hope it gives you confidence for you and your staff to recommend Snotty Boss to any parent that comes into the store looking for a great baby shower gift or looking for a solution for their sick and congested baby. Yes, it's one of the most premium products on the nasal aspirator market, but as our reviews tell us, it is worth every penny. Please remind your customers they have a 60-day satisfaction guarantee. If it does not help their baby breathe and feel better, they can return it to your store for a full refund. You simply contact us and we replace the unit for you. So both you and your customer have nothing to lose by recommending and using Snotty Boss. Bye for now.